Hi, my name is Jennifer Mullins. I'm the owner of Mullins Tutoring Incorporated, and today I'm going to review working with radicals and exponents. In our first problem, they ask us to find the sum of the square root of 16 and the square root of 49. Sum tells me I'm going to be adding this, and the way that I would add these is find the square root of each term under the radical sign first, and that will give me my sum. The first number I have is the square root of 16, so I want to know what number times itself equals 16. Square root of 16 is equal to 4. And then we look at the square root of 49. So what number times itself equals 49, and that would be 7. So I have 4 plus 7 is equal to the 11. So the sum of the square root of 16 and the square root of 49 is 11. In the second problem, they ask us to find the value of, in parentheses, 5 square root of 3 squared. The numbers in parentheses, 5 square root of 3, is basically saying 5 times the square root of 3. And then we're going to square each of these terms. So we're going to distribute that square to each term. Since this is a multiplication, 5 times the square root of 3, I'm going to break them apart. I'm going to have 5 squared times the square root of 3 squared. So 5 squared is 25 times the square root of 3 times the square root of 3 would be the square root of 9, which would give us 3, or we can look at it this way, that this square cancels this square root and we would get 3. So now we have 25 times 3, and that would give us 75. On the next one, we're looking at the cube root of 64 is equal to. So the cube root is saying a number times itself 3 times is equal to 64. So I want to look at this and try to figure out what number times itself 3 times is equal to 64. So in the problem up above, we saw that 4 times 4 is 16. So let's try that of doing 4 times 4 times 4. 4 times 4 is 16 times 4 is equal to 64. So one of the things you're going to notice is that when we have the larger this root is, the smaller the base is that it's multiplying. So the cube root of 64 is going to be equal to 4. In the last problem, they want to know what the fourth root of 81 is. They want to know what that fourth root is. If I was going to write this in this form, it would be this. It would be the 4 would go here, and 81 would be inside. So they're asking what number times itself 4 times is going to give me 81. Now, I just talked about how the fact is the larger this index is, the smaller the base is going to be. So when I looked at the cube root of 64 and saw that it was 4, I know that when I come over here and do the fourth root of 81, that the number has to be smaller. So let's just use what we have so far, which is we have 64. If I multiply 64 times 4, that is going to give me 256, which is obviously greater than this. So let's go down 1 and we'll do 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. So 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 3 is 9. And 9 times 9 is 81. So 3 to the 4th power is equal to 81. So the 4th root of 81 is 3. I hope that this was helpful in understanding how to work with radicals and exponents. Please make sure to check out my other math videos on YouTube, and feel free to contact me if I can be of assistance and to subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much.